Hello guys, this is Santosh again. How are you? I hope all of you are well in these days and necessary steps have you followed in prevention of COVID-19. Now our today's topic is inventory control. So what is inventory? Inventory is anything that is purchased and stored prior to use. So, the quantity of goods or the materials on hand is called the inventory. Now, what is inventory control? Inventory control is a supervision of the supply and storage and accessibility of items in order to ensure an adequate supply without excessive oversupply. Hence, out of stock is avoided. Now, what is the aim of inventory control? Why we do the inventory control? So, the aim of inventory control is the right material like drug or medicine, medical supplies like consumable surgical items, non-consumable surgical items, equipment, etc. in right quantities, at right time, at right price, from the right source, at a least cost. So what is the objective of the inventory control? Why we do the inventory control? So to maintain availability of goods like medicine, medical supplies, etc. required in optimal quantity, to minimize the insufficient stock, optimize the various costs associated with inventories. Now, what are the different inventory control techniques? Here we will discuss 5 different type of techniques used for inventory control. So several analytical tools are available that can be used to quantify cost and identify areas where costs can be reduced. Generally, two most important tools are used like ABC and VD analysis in most of the hospitals. First one is ABC analysis, second one is VD analysis, third one is HML analysis, fourth one is SDE analysis, and last one is FSN analysis. So what is ABC analysis? ABC analysis is always better control analysis. So ABC analysis is an inventory categorization method which consists in dividing items into 3 different categories: A, B and C categories. In A category, A being the most valuable items, that is 10% of items consume 70% of the budget. Suppose you have a list containing 100 drugs or 100 items in which only 10 items consume 70% of the total budget. So those 10 items will be categorized under A category, which consumes 70% of the total budget. Similarly, B items are the interclass items, that is 20% of items consume 20% of the total budget. Means suppose you have a list of 100 items, then 20 items consume 20% of the total budget. And these all items are lies in B category, or you can say B items. C being the least valuable one, that is 70% of the items. Here you can see the number of items are enlarged, is increasing, and these items consume only 10% of the budget. Means The budget amount is 10%, but the number of items is 70% of the total items. So how we calculate the ABC analysis? Here we will discuss in short about steps for classification of item. In the next video I will give you the detailed procedure for calculation of ABC analysis. So first, make a list of all the items purchased or consumed. Now find out the unit cost of each item and total quantity of each item over a given period. Now find out the unit cost of each item and quantity of each item. Then multiply unit cost by total quantity of each item. Next step, calculate the percentage of the total represented by each item methods. Next step is rearrange the list rank wise, in descending order, higher to lower side. Now calculate the cumulative percentage of the total of each item beginning with the first item at the top. Add the percentage to that of item below it in the list. Now mark cutoff points for A, B, C item. Next is VD analysis. VD means vital, essential, desirable analysis. In VD analysis, classification of drugs accordingly to criticality in patient care, that is divided according to their health impact into vital, essential and desirable. V items are vital drugs without alternatives, forming about 10% of the total drugs whose absence cannot be tolerated. They are potentially life-saving drugs. E items are the essential items that constitute 40% of the items, and their absence can be tolerated for the short stretch of time. They could be made available in a day or two, or the alternative medicine can be made available. D category items are desirable items, which are the remaining 50% of drugs, and non-availability can be tolerated for longer period. Now HML analysis. HML analysis classify inventory based on how much a product costs or its unit price. H items means high cost items. M items means medium cost items. L items low cost items. Now SD analysis, scarce items which are known to be in short supply because of the various reasons. Difficult items may be difficult to obtain in inadequate quantity or quality immediately. Easily available items and no difficulty is experienced in purchase and procurements. Now FSN analysis. F items are fast moving items that have large consumption. S items are slow moving items. N items are non moving items. Now inventory control using FIFO and FIFO. The indents are to be made on the basis of the written indents received from competent personnel of wards and OPD pharmacy. In order to avoid accumulation of expired and obsolete stock, items should be stored and issued on a first in, first out or first expiry, first out. So FIFO is first in, first out. To keep the newly arrived stock on the shelf at the back so that the old stock can be used first. First expired, first out FIFO. Newly arrived stock sometimes has an earlier expiry date than a previously received batch of the same item. If a FIFO system is used, this stock should be promoted so that it is issued before later expiring stock. This is particularly important with products that have short shelf life such as vaccines. Now, what is drug recall? Many times you have seen that there there is some defect or some contamination in a drug, commonly in fluids. So a recall is an action taken by a health facilities or pharmaceutical manufacturer. Recalls are issued when there is defect with the drug due to contamination. Recalls are issued when exposure to the drug may cause a temporary or medically reversible health problem or a slight chance of serious problem. Now, a recall of medicine. What is the procedure for the recall of medicines? The medicine having complaint is to be sent to the medical store or drug store with the description of complaint in a letter. Upon receipt of a complaint in the product, medical store may decide to inform to all the user departments or only those having received the batch to be recalled by circulation of a circular to return back the same batch of the drug immediately. Recalled drugs are kept in a quarantine area labeled for recalled drugs apart from the usable stock to prevent redistribution until a decision has been reached regarding the disposal or use thereof. Now, handling of near expiry drugs. The pharmacist or the nursing staff checks drug storage area for near expiry drug. In case of near expiry of drugs, the user department send 3 months prior information to the drug store or medical store. Near expiry drugs of remaining 1 month shelf life are segregated from the usable stock. Schedule P. What is Schedule P? Schedule P defines life period of drug, means shelf life. What is shelf life? The shelf life, the period between the date of manufacture and the date of expiry labeled on a bottle or a strip or a packet. The period up to which the drug will remain stable under the storage condition from the date of manufacture. Storage conditions of pharmaceutical product. Medication shall be stored as per the storage requirement specified by the manufacturers. As per the Indian Pharmacopoeia, the terms used are store frozen. You have seen some packets on some packets written like store frozen. Some products such as certain vaccine need to be transported within a cold chain and stored at -20 degrees C. Second mark, don't freeze or don't store over 8 degrees C. To be kept in refrigerator from +2 degrees centigrade and +8 degrees centigrade, but not in freezer chamber. Keep cool means store at 8 degrees centigrade to 25 degrees centigrade. Store at room temperature means store at 15 degree Celsius to 30 degree Celsius centigrade. Protect from moisture, to be stored in normal humidity at room temperature. Protect from light means to be stored in a light resistant cupboard or drawer to be provided by the manufacturer in a light resistant container. Now, what is LASA? LASA is look-alike, sound-alike drugs. Look-alike medications that are visually similar in physical appearance or packing are called look-alike drugs. Sound-alike drugs, name of medication that have spelling similarities and or similar phonetics. For example, dobutamine, dopamine, carbamazepine, chlorpromazine. Look-alike and sound-alike medications shall be stored separately to prevent dispensing error or medication error. In last video, I have discussed about the medication error. If you have seen, These confusing drugs name are one of the main cause of medication error. These errors may cause harm or even death to the patients. Now, these are some drugs which are look-alike. Look-alike drugs. Thank you.